How to download old Mac OS. And here's a support article we want from support.apple.com. And you can see there's the URL of the article, support.apple.com/English-US if you happen to be in the US, or sometimes Canada, you'll get this where I am. And then there's an article ID number, HT211683. And scroll down until you find your OS. And here is El Capitan. Now, if we download from here, this particular copy of El Capitan does not have the date problem. So it makes it very easy for us to install. We just need to create an external USB installer, and I'm going to do a partition on our external backup drive to do that. So let's hide Safari, go Command-Shift-U for utilities, disk utility, we're going to launch. We've already done view show all devices, so we click on our external USB. This happens to be a hard drive. We click partition to add a small partition, click the plus sign to add, change the size to about 16 gigabytes, hit the tab key, and then give it a name, MyVolume, specific name for a reason here, MyVolume, and click apply. And then what's it going to do? It's going to shrink my backup, which happens to be called Minerva after some Greek god, and MyVolume will be added. So we click partition. So we're not going to lose any data from our backup while this happens. All right. So, you know, we could have done it in reverse order. We could have partitioned the disk and then done the backup. That would have been probably smarter. But just in case you already had a disk with data on it, but it was already formatted, GUID partition, and Mac OS Extended Journal, that's the requirement for a disk that we want to use for an installer. It must be GUID partition for any Intel Mac, and the volume Mac OS Journal Extended for the one we're going to use for the startup device, right? So we're done with that. We just have to wait for this to download. And we run the installer, which will create the installer and put it in the applications folder. Okay, so we finished our download and we double click to run it. And even in Big Sur, we can actually run this installer, and all it does is install the El Capitan installer into our applications folder. So you'll double click to launch and continue, install, give it your password. And off it goes to create the installer, and that will be located inside our applications folder. So we'll just wait for that to finish, and then have a look inside applications. Close, and you can see we'll keep the file. If you look down, here's the installer. Now we can't run this from here. We go back to the terminal. Paste in the command you got from my description of this video and put in your password blindly when you see the little key icon, and off it goes to target MyVolume and turn it into an installer. So that'll take it a few seconds. Alright, our installer is ready. Command Q out of there, and just briefly before we erase the Mac, go into your iCloud if it's on, sign out of iCloud, make sure Find My Mac is off, and then you're ready to restart with the Option key down and start up from our install Mac OS El Capitan. So I'm going to hold the Option key down, and the rest is quite simple. You could just do this on your own. You don't need my help for that. So there's our install El Capitan. And internal drive erase. Give it a name. Go with the defaults. Done. Run the installer. And no need to worry about the date. nope, one password doesn't work. This works, that works. There's the backup. Source. Alright, so we have things to restore and so on. Documents, select all, drag and drop, and so on. Downloads, nothing. Music, movies, pictures, select all, pictures, and you get the gist of it.